Hello, sweetie. Welcome to another segment on food and nutrition. Today, we are looking at the functions of food nutrients. As we all know, a balanced diet is a cookie on each hand. Happy learning. Components of food, that is, of food nutrients. Components of foods and their functions in the body are many. To have a fit and healthy body, we should know about the components of food and the functions of food nutrients. Food components are the main sources of energy for the human body. Each food contains a combination of many nutrients, and a very few food contain only one component in one food. Food can be divided into six types on the basis of its components. That is when we have the carbohydrate, protein, fats, vitamin, mineral, and water. How does food nutrient works? Let's find out. Food components are both mineral and organic substances that we can locate in our food and which we call nutrients. Food nutrients provide all the energy and vitality necessary to carry out body functions, day-to-day tasks, and in general, we can maintain and enjoy of good health. Remember, we don't consume food only to nourish ourselves and have energy, but we also consume food for pleasure. The basic food nutrients, which we mentioned in our last class, they are the carbohydrate, protein, fat, vitamin, mineral, water. Let's look at functions of food nutrients. Food is an important for life. To be healthy and active, we should certainly have enough food, but the food we eat should also be safe and rich in all the nutrients our body needs. We all know food is the main element for life, force of living things. Our physical fitness and also sickness depend on food. So we must have knowledge about food and its components to live a healthy life. Let's find out about each nutrient our body needs to functions in order to have a healthy life. Functions of protein. Protein up new tissue. That is what does protein does to the body. Protein help to build new tissues and repair worn out tissues. This nutrient is very good for growing children. So the nutrient functions of nutrient, that is what does it do? How does it help us in our body? Is that it helps to build new tissues and then repair worn out tissue, and is very good for growing children. Lack of protein in the diet cause kwashiorkor. That is what it does. So somebody that does not eat protein. I hope we still remember the type of protein food we discussed in our last class. So lack of protein in the diet causes kwashiorkor. That is, the stomach become big with a tiny hands and legs, and then the hair will be flopping colored hair. So protein is very good for the body. Functions of carbohydrates. What does carbohydrate do for the body? Carbohydrates give energy to the body. There are three kinds of carbohydrates: the sugar, starchy, and fiber. Everybody needs energy for work, play, read, write. People who do not who do not do a very hard work who do a very hard work, sorry, that people that do a very very hard work, that is the kind of job that they do, is a very very hard work, such as truck and the wheelbarrow pushers and bricklayers need a lot of carbohydrate. That is, if you are working in an establishment that you require that you do a lot of work, so you need enough carbohydrate to have energy to work. So that is most especially those that do wheelbarrow pushers and truck pusher or the bricklayers. Everybody needs energy also to play. Too much carbohydrate causes overweight. So if you take too much carbohydrate, it can lead to what? To overweight. Functions of fats and oil. Let's find out. Fat help to give our body energy. It protects your organs, support cells growth, help cholesterol and blood pressure under control, and it also help our body to absorb vital nutrients. If you don't get enough fats in your diet, you may notice some symptoms such as dry rashes, a weaker immune system. So these are all the functions of fat and oil. It helps to give our body energy, it protects our body's organ, and it supports cells growth, it keeps cholesterol and blood pressures under control, and also help our body to absorb vital nutrients. Functions of vitamins and minerals. What do they do to the body? Now, vitamins with mineral helps to maintain the body tissues. Vitamin helps our bones and teeth to grow strong and healthy. It protects the body from disease. It also helps to fight any disease or germs in the body. Some common vitamin include vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin D, and vitamin E. We're going to look at them. Now let's start with vitamin A, functions of vitamin A. Vitamin A helps our body naturally to defend against any illness and infection. That is the one. Naturally, vitamin A helps the body to defend our body against any illness and infection properly. It helps vision in dim lights. It helps our vision, that is seeing. It helps our vision in a dim light. It keeps skin and some parts of the body, such as nose, healthy. Now, if you don't have vitamin or you don't take vitamin A or you lack of vitamin A, what does it cause? Lack of vitamin A causes night blindness. One cannot see clearly in the evenings or when the light is dull. You can see that we say one function of vitamin A is also that it helps what? Our vision to see in the dim light. So lack of vitamin A causes night blindness. One cannot see clearly in the evenings or when the light is dull. Functions of vitamin C. Now, functions of vitamin C include helping to protect cells and keep us healthy. It helps to protect ourselves and keep that cell healthy. It maintains a healthy skin, blood vessels, bone, and cartilage. Vitamin C helps to heal the wound. These are the works of vitamin C. It helps to heal the wound, it helps to maintain the healthy skin, blood vessels, and bone, and it helps to protect cells and keep them healthy. Lack of vitamin C causes scurvy. That is, the person will have a swelling of tongue and the bleeding of the tongue in the mouth. So, if you lack vitamin C, that is where you will experience swelling of the tongue and the bleeding of the gum in the mouth, which we know as what? Scurvy. Functions of vitamin D. Vitamin D, the function of vitamin D include to regulate the amount of calcium. These nutrients are needed to keep bones, teeth, and muscle healthy. It helps to regulate the amount of calcium that is needed to keep the bones, the teeth, and the muscle healthy. Lack of vitamin D makes the bone grow abnormally and become bent and swollen in the joints. That is the lack of vitamin D. This results in knock-kneed and bow legs. So those that lack vitamin D will have what we call knock-knees or and bow legs. That is, the bone will grow abnormally. They will bend and swollen in the joints. Vitamin E, the functions of vitamin E. Vitamin E helps to maintain a healthy skin and eyes, strengthen the body natural defense against illness and infection. It helps to maintain a healthy skin, eyes, and it also strengthen the body naturally to defend against illness and infection. Lack of vitamin E can causes nerves and muscle damage that results in a loss of feeling the arms, leg, muscle weakness, and vision problem. That is when you are somebody that lack vitamin E can start feeling weakness and has a vision problem. Functions of water. Water is an important component of food. Our body activities cannot be continued without water. 60% to 70% of our body weight is water. Almost all of food contain more or less water. Only by drinking water we fulfill the requirement of water functions. The functions of water include it assists in it assists other food nutrients in the function. You can imagine water assists other food nutrients in the function. Water aids digestion, it helps extraction and circulation of blood. Water is just next to oxygen to save life. So we can see that water is very important nutrients. Interesting, isn't it? Knowing all the functions of food nutrients we eat in our body. Thanks for listening. And remember, six main classes of nutrients that the body needs are carbohydrates, protein, fats, vitamin, minerals, and water. It is important that everyone consume these six nutrients on a daily basis to help them build the bodies and maintain the health. Till our next class, I want you to eat healthy, stay healthy, and stay beautiful. Bye.